Deadlock is a game that I've been playing a lot lately. Like, honestly, maybe a bit too much. But ignoring all the toxicity and the man children that you'll run into,
Actual dog shit
Phenomenal.
player.
I wanted to take a second to stop and talk about the map of Deadlock. More particularly, certain places on the map that I thought were neat, or just small little areas people might not pay too much attention to. So the first spot I'd like to talk about is actually on the Archmother's Yellow Lane, just right outside of the base. You might have seen a lot of team fights take place, around here, kind of around here-ish, here down by the slope, lots of, maybe a Rift Troopers push past Walker, kind of fight breaking out like right around in here. But one place I think, even in my hundreds and hundreds of games, that I've only ever seen a fight break out maybe once is up here in this room specifically. I honestly just really like the design of this room, and I don't see many people even come up here at all. It's not on the Hidden King side, on the Yellow Lane of Hidden King. It's just here on the Archmother side. It's got these chandeliers here, a single gold statue, and a single box along with it, and then just leads right out here into the little bowl area. I don't know. I think it's very pretty. I think it's very I think it's a nice little spot. And honestly, not too far from this, just right down the wire a little bit on the right side here is another, once again, spot that I think is just cruelly underutilized by a lot of people in general, is this little like deposit invest bank area here. I just don't see many people come through here. I myself have only come through here a handful of times in a desperate attempt to rotate around Walker or to sneak around Walker in a safe way, but yeah, I mean, most people just play here, and they just kind of don't even realize this place exists, at least in my own experience. As a Rim player, it honestly feels like cheating to mention anywhere specifically from the tunnels, but over here by the Yellow Walker, the tunnel that goes down in here, if you just go a little bit down, honestly, this room and the next room I'm going to show you are both like just, I don't know, fantastic. Specifically on the Hidden King side, I think the grungy look just fits the sewers and the tunnels a lot better. It feels kind of like you're more actually down there in the sewers. Like all this random graffiti here on the walls, and then of course when you come around here in this big open area down here with all the drain pipes here, plenty of boxes by the way, just throwing it up there. Random graffiti of a fucking salamander or lizard or whatever. Feminine circle for whatever this is, to be honest with you. Like, not to mention the little cockroaches running around on the ground, which, I mean, they're running on the Archmother side as well, but they just really fit the vibe of the Hidden King over here. The Archmother tunnels are just too clean, in my opinion, to fit the vibe of a sewers, Honestly, I could say that the entire Hidden King side of the tunnels are one of my favorite little places, just because not many people come down here in general. I mean, you only really come through here if you're playing Calico, Mo and Krill, or Rim. So to a lot of the player base, these aren't even a thing. I mean, look at this. Look at this. All the pipes coming out and running around. It just has such a vibe. I don't know any other ways to explain it. Like, just such a vibe.
If you're looking for souls, they're right here.
Now onto a spot I'm sure most people are a little more familiar with. The spot over here by Archmother Green Walker. Mainly just to appreciate the architecture of these large cathedral-like rooms in here with the lights hanging down. Something you might not really pay attention to when you're trying to fucking murder the person directly in front of you. And on top of that, there is something you definitely won't notice in a regular game. There's a very faint piano sound, which seems to be coming from, like, this room right here. You have to listen very closely to hear it, but a very, very small bit of atmospheric storytelling that most people aren't going to hear in a real game that I think is just I think that sort of thing is just kind of magnificent. I'm a very big fan of things like that. I don't know what song they're playing, by the way, so if anyone recognizes that, feel free to tell me. Now, I'm sure everyone knows about the subway lines down here. I kind of want to call attention to the details that most people might not pick up on while they're running through or just grabbing boxes. Like, for example, the New York subway's elevated line, which is just a rotated version. If you look at a New York, like modern New York subway map, it is accurate, but it's rotated, and there's far less subway lines than there would be since this game takes place a long time ago. I'm actually not sure if this is accurate to what a subway line from this era would look like, but it's neat nonetheless. And by far my favorite part of this sort of thing is the advertisements for the different items you can buy. Like, say for example, rescue beam. With men who know rescue, it's the best. And like, what the fuck is this guy even doing with the heart and the goat? Is that fucking Billy on there? Not to mention not just the advertisements for the different items you can buy, but even just cheeky little knockoff stores like the Five Eyes instead of Five Guys. Which actually I can show you really quick. There is a truck for Five Eyes as well. Although this doesn't look the same as Crab Five Eyes. This is Five Eyes Meats. So is this maybe just a more large conglomerate that sells many different things? In keeping with the theme of paying closer attention to a place you might run through hundreds of times without even thinking about it, it's the little Sinner's Room on Green and Yellow Lane. There's these really strange paintings when you actually look at them. Like, what is going on with this guy's hands? And then like this weird mask that she's wearing is like this kind of, and then there's like Billy again. This small little hut here always just felt, I don't know, it just felt like, homie, I could live here, right? Like Rim could live here. He can climb up here, kind of crouch down, like he could live in here. And like, what is this place even doing? At least to me, it's very interesting. What in the fucking world is this supposed to be, dude? What is that? What? It's really cool to see the design differences in the Hidden King versus the Archmother side, like the lights showing through the streets here to show the more grungy attitude that the Hidden King side tends to have, and the burning homeless barrels, because being homeless is perfectly in line with the Hidden King's philosophy. I can't believe it. He's on this side too. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Anyways, the main reason I was calling over here was for this little guy who's, I think, only on the Hidden King's side. Little fortune teller, newspaper, whatever you want to call him kind of guy, just hanging out. He has a couple lines he'll spout out here and there, which are really interesting. And yeah, honestly, guys, I'm just so tired. If you guys have any cool little spots that you want to mention in the comments, or any like unique little sides like this dotted around, just make sure to mention them in the comments below, and I'll